I'm going to take this subframe and try to sand the powder coat off of it. Give it the bare aluminum look like Carmichael's factory KX 250 in 01. I think it'll be sick. To get the airbox off, all you got to do is just pull those two 8mm bolts out where it mounts up right there, and that thing will come apart. And then you're not really so I'm not really so worried about any of this stuff up top, just because you can't see any of that when the bike's all together. I'm more gonna focus on this down here, because that's the only areas you'll really be able to see when you got the bike all together and everything. I'll probably start by hitting it with a 100, just because it's super rough. Take that stuff off there, then hit it with a 600, a little finer, smoothing everything out, and maybe finish it off with a little steel wool. See how it looks. So that's a little bit of sanding. It's a little tougher to get off than I was thinking. Tried heating it up with a little torch, see if that would help me. Didn't really do much. So I think I'm gonna have to go like with the wire wheel or something. It's like, here's my test area where I tested it. Looks pretty sweet. Like I said, all I'm really worried about is this, basically from these two down on both sides, because that's all you can see once you got everything all back together. So see if we can, this is where the welds and everything is going to really be the tricky part too. See if I got like a wire wheel or something. Try to make this a little easier, then I can hit it with the fine sandpaper and hopefully it'll be clean looking. As I was sanding it by hand, I realized I didn't want to be here till next century sanding. So I had to bust out the power tool. The little wire wheel gets it done so much easier, faster. Now that I got most of the paint off with the wire wheel, I'll probably take some 100 grit sandpaper and knock it all down, and then maybe take some 400 and try and wet sand it, and then steel wool it and see what it looks like. That's what I end up with. I feel like if I spent a little more time, it'd be a little cleaner. Or if I had new parts, it might be a little cleaner too. But since I'm making do with what I've got, I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out.